We'll start this morning with some big breaking news, positive news for Arsenal, because centre-back Gabriel has signed a new long-term contract at the club.
The 27-year-old was about to enter the last 2 years of his deal, but we understand he's now signed on until 2029.
When Eberechi walked into Arsenal's training ground for the first time after sealing his high-profile move from Crystal Palace, there was already an air of anticipation swirling among the fans. Transfers always come with an element of excitement, but this one had an extra layer of intrigue, not just because of Eze's dazzling ability on the pitch, but because of the shirt number he was about to inherit. Arsenal confirmed in their official announcement that Eze would be wearing the number 10 shirt, a number steeped in history, creativity, and responsibility in football, and particularly at the Emirates Stadium. In many ways, that simple numerical decision carried as much weight as the signing itself, sparking conversation among fans, pundits, and former players alike. The number 10 has long been associated with artistry on the pitch, the player who acts as the team's heartbeat, orchestrating play, unlocking stubborn defenses, and producing moments of magic that can change the course of a match in an instant. At Arsenal, it has been worn by some of the club's most technically gifted players, names like Dennis Bergkamp, Jack Wilshere, Mesut Ozil, and most recently Martin Odegaard. That Arsenal have now placed this shirt on the back of Eberechi is both a vote of confidence in his abilities and a challenge for him to live up to the expectations that come with it. Eze's arrival at Arsenal came after months of speculation and negotiation. For a long time, Mikel Arteta had been an admirer of the Crystal Palace talisman, seeing in him the kind of creativity and unpredictability that could give Arsenal a new dimension in attack. Palace had been understandably reluctant to let him go, especially after losing key players in recent windows, but the lure of Champions League football, the opportunity to compete for major honours, and the prestige of wearing Arsenal's colours proved too strong for Eze to resist. Once personal terms were agreed and the medical was completed, Arsenal wasted no time in producing a sleek unveiling video, showing Eze pulling on the iconic red and white jersey for the first time. When the camera panned to the back and revealed the number 10, social media exploded with reactions. Many fans immediately drew comparisons to Bergkamp, a player whose elegance and football intelligence had defined an era at the club. Others saw echoes of Ozil's precise passing and vision, or Wilshere's fearless drive through midfield. But Eze is not a carbon copy of any of these players. He has his own style, a blend of balance, agility, and dribbling skill that can unpick even the tightest of defensive shapes. The decision to hand Eze the number 10 shirt also signaled a tactical intention from Arteta. In recent seasons, Odegaard had made the role his own, dictating play from the central attacking midfield position. However, the Norwegian's flexibility means he can operate deeper or even drift wide, creating space for a player like Eze to slot into a slightly more advanced creative position. This could mean that Arsenal are preparing for a system in which both Odegaard and Eze play together, feeding off each other's movement and vision. It's a prospect that excites not just Arsenal supporters but also neutral observers who appreciate attacking football. The number 10 is not just about being the best dribbler or passer, it's about becoming the focal point of the team's attacking identity. By giving it to Eze, Arsenal are effectively saying, here is the man we believe can carry that responsibility into the next chapter of our club's story. For Eze himself, the shirt carries personal meaning. Growing up, he admired players who wore the number 10, the likes of Ronaldinho, Zinedine Zidane, and Lionel Messi, players who could bend a game to their will with a single moment of brilliance. He has often spoken about wanting to play football with freedom and joy, the same qualities those legends embodied. Now, with the Arsenal number 10 on his back, he has both the platform and the pressure to deliver those moments on one of the biggest stages in European football. His style of play is tailor-made for the number, he glides across the pitch with a composure that belies the speed of his feet, capable of cutting inside to shoot, threading an inch-perfect pass, or carrying the ball 30 yards to shift the momentum of a match. The timing of this transfer and shirt number change is also significant in the context of Arsenal's current project. Under Arteta, the club have been steadily rebuilding, blending young talent with experienced professionals, and instilling a clear tactical philosophy that demands high technical quality and work rate. Last season's near miss in the Premier League title race showed how close Arsenal are to returning to the very top, but also highlighted areas where they could still improve. In games where opponents sat deep and denied space, Arsenal sometimes struggled to break through, relying heavily on Bukayo Saka's wing play or Odegaard's passing. Eze offers another route to goal, someone who can operate between the lines, commit defenders, and create space for others. His arrival could be the final piece in unlocking stubborn low blocks, something Arsenal have faced more often as they become title contenders. Historically, the number 10 shirt at Arsenal has often gone to players who embody the club's commitment to attractive, attacking football. Bergkamp, perhaps the most famous number 10 in the club's history, transformed Arsenal's style when he arrived from Inter Milan in 1995, combining technical brilliance with vision and an almost telepathic understanding of the game. His influence helped lead the club into a new era under Arsene Wenger, winning league titles and playing some of the most stylish football in England. After Bergkamp, the shirt saw a mixture of players who carried the creative torch in different ways. Jack Wilshere, a product of Arsenal's own academy, wore it with passion and determination, though injuries prevented him from fully realizing his potential. Mesut Ozil brought his own brand of artistry, producing assists and moments of genius that delighted fans, even if his time at the club ended in frustration. Odegaard, who took over the number, has been a model of consistency and leadership, helping Arsenal rise again as a force in English football. Eze now steps into that lineage, aware that every time he walks onto the pitch, fans will be remembering those who came before him. The financial details of the transfer also reflect the weight of expectation. Arsenal paid a significant fee to bring Eze to the Emirates, investing in both his current talent and his potential to grow into one of the Premier League's most influential players. That kind of outlay is not made lightly, especially in a summer where competition for top signings has been fierce. But Arsenal's willingness to spend speaks to their belief that Eze is not just a squad player, but someone who will shape games, influence results, and become a face of the club in the years ahead. The number 10 shirt is part of that branding, a visual signal to fans and opponents alike that this is a player Arsenal see as central to their ambitions. Reactions from the Arsenal faithful have ranged from pure excitement to cautious optimism. On social media, images of Eze in the new kit have been shared thousands of times, often alongside clips of his best moments for Crystal Palace: the mazy runs, the curling finishes, the deft touches in tight spaces. Many fans have already imagined how he will combine with Saka, Gabriel Jesus, and Odegaard, forming an attacking unit capable of scoring from any angle. Others, remembering the ups and downs of previous high-profile signings, have urged patience, noting that even the most talented players need time to adapt to a new club, new teammates, and the increased pressure of playing for a team competing on multiple fronts. But even among the cautious voices, there is an underlying sense that Arsenal have pulled off something special here. For Crystal Palace, losing Eze is a blow, but they can take pride in having developed a player who is now ready to take the next step in his career. Eze's journey has not been straightforward, from being released by Arsenal as a youth player, to working his way through the lower leagues, to becoming one of the most exciting attacking midfielders in the Premier League. That he now returns to Arsenal, this time as a marquee signing wearing the number once worn by Bergkamp, is a story that resonates beyond just the transfer market. It is a reminder of resilience, of talent finding its way to the top even after setbacks. As the season approaches, all eyes will be on how Arteta integrates ease into his tactical setup. Will he play as a central attacking midfielder in a 4-2-3-1, directly replacing Odegaard in the number 10 role while the captain moves into a deeper position, or will he be used on the left, cutting inside onto his stronger right foot? Similar to how he often played at Palace, Arteta is known for his tactical flexibility, so it's likely we'll see ease in multiple roles depending on the opponent. Regardless of where he lines up, the key will be maintaining the freedom that makes him so dangerous, the ability to drift into pockets of space, receive the ball on the half-turn, and drive at defenders with pace and intent. The number 10 shirt may be just 2 digits stitched onto a jersey, but in football, symbols matter. It tells the supporters who the club's creative leader is supposed to be, and it tells the player that the club believes in him enough to make him that figurehead. For Ease, this is both an honor and a responsibility. The history of Arsenal's number 10 is one of high expectation.